Hello and welcome back to another video. That's right, we're in African Cup of Nations mood. The qualifiers return after a year out. It's Algeria against Zimbabwe and it's live from the 5th July Stadium, the home of Algerian football, which has been renovated and they've redecorated a little bit. So hopefully the stadium's in good condition, not playing in bleeder on this occasion, but Mardi has already had a look at the stadium. He's happy with the conditions. We welcome Zimbabwe, but there'll be no supporters in the stadium. Although I'm a little bit sceptical about that because I'm pretty sure you'll see some people climbing those lampposts in the 5th July Stadium. I don't know if you guys have been there, but there's all these lampposts and you can climb up them and still view the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if you saw one or two Algerians sneaking in. Although CAF have said if you fail to abide by the rules and regulations for COVID, you get an automatic 2-0 loss. So hopefully everyone behaves themselves on and off the pitch. A 2-0 loss would be tragic, so hopefully we can get the games running smoothly. Zichi actually wanted to play both games in Algeria. He said to Zimbabwe, can we play both games in Algiers? Zimbabwe said no, so we'll travel to Zimbabwe next week when we play the away fixture. But it's Algeria against Zimbabwe, who we played recently actually at AFCON 2017 in the group stage. We drew 2-2 to Zimbabwe. That was a bad game when Belkatir played right back and he was shocking. But anyway, times have changed and now we are the African champions. Zimbabwe are one of the tougher sides in this group. We've got the double header against them now. They've got 4 points. They're the closest to us. We've got 2 wins out of 2 on 6 points. And Zambia and Botswana make up the rest of the table. So this is the game that's going to decide probably who comes first and who comes second. Although the top 2 go through, so it doesn't really matter anyway. But Belmadi looking to extend his 20-game unbeaten run. Zimbabwe, they've got a win and a draw in this group, so they're currently unbeaten. So it will be a little bit of a tough test. But let's preview the game and start off with what I think will be the predicted lineup. So I think it's once again simple that Rice and Bully will be the goalkeeper. Now unfortunately Yusuf Atal has COVID, and I think this is the second time Yusuf Atal has COVID. So Belmadi has drafted in Hossein Beniada as the replacement right back, but I still think he'll give the nod to Halamia, who played in the recent friendlies. Zafani's injured, he can't get drafted in, so Beniada, who plays in Tunisia, he's been called up. He could either start as right back or Halamia will start as right back. I think Halamia will play, and hopefully we're going to see the dream team centre back partnership of Issa Mandi and Jamal Ben Lamri at the back, and Remy Bensabeni will play left back because unfortunately I think Mohamed Fares is unable to travel due to COVID restrictions. I'm not sure on that one, he might get last minute safety on that, but I don't think Fares can travel yet. So Bensabeni expected to play left back with Mandi, Ben Lamri and maybe Halamia at right back because Yusuf Atal has COVID. A solid back four. We'll talk about the Zimbabwean threat in a minute, but they should be able to deal with it. Midfield, we don't know if this Adeline Gudiora red card applies to African games. We know he got sent off against Mexico for a second yellow card, which is a 1-game ban, which means he should be able to play for sure the second game against Zimbabwe. Whether or not Gudiora can play the first game, I'm not too sure. So just to be clear, we'll put him out of the team. We'll say Faguli and Benasso will take up those midfield spots, and then you'll see one of Belkabla or Mehdi Abid take the other spot. I'm going to go for Belkabla. I think he could be the third midfielder. He played in the recent friendly against Nigeria. Didn't look too bad. Plays in league regularly, as does Abid. But I think if Gudiora is suspended, then you'll see Belkabla or Abid come in. And in the front three, no Yusuf Belaili. I can't believe Belaili has gone to Qatar. He's gone from Saudi Arabia to Qatar. I mean, I don't know why he went to Saudi Arabia in the first place. He should have been playing in Europe or at least Turkey. I mean, look at the move Ben Lamri got from Saudi Arabia. What is Belaili doing going to the Qatari league? That's where Brahimi is. So now Brahimi's probably at a better club than Belaili. So I think Brahimi's going to play. I think Ben Rahma is not that fancied by Belmadi yet. Ben Rahma got an assist recently for West Ham. I'd love it if Ben Rahma starts. I think he should start more games. I think Brahimi, well, his legs are going. He's still a good player, and against teams like Zimbabwe, he should still be able to do the business, but we have got to build for the future. But I think Brahimi left mid. Of course, Mahrez right mid, who was dropped for that game against Liverpool, and then De Bruyne missed a penalty. When Mahrez missed a penalty against Liverpool, everyone went crazy. When De Bruyne misses it, everyone doesn't care. Double standards. But anyway, I can't believe Pep didn't even leave Mahrez on the bench. He started with Ferran Torres, then he brought on Bernardo Silva. Man City looked no attacking threat in that second half of that game. Mahrez would have changed that game. Trent Alexander-Arnold went off. He could have run at Milner if he played on the left, but unfortunately Mahrez didn't even feature in that game. And then I think Baghdad Bounedjah will get the nod if he's fit over Andy Delort. Although Delort's doing well in Liga, 4 or 5 goals this season in Liga for Delort, so he looks solid. But with the team's winning mentality from AFCON, you expect to see Baghdad Bounedjah in the striking position. So that's my predicted lineup. Of course, let me know any changes you'd make to that lineup in the comments down below. Now Zimbabwe have some good players. They've got this striker, Kadewere, who plays for Lyon, and he's obviously a teammate of Ben Lamry, so Ben Lamry should know all about him if we do come up against, and we should come up against Kadewere, or Kadewere, however you say his name. I'm sorry Zimbabwean fans if I've said his name wrong. Recently scored 2 goals against St Etienne for Lyon. He's going to be a threat. He's going to be a decent player. Now we know from AFCON Zimbabwe have got these gems. They've got Biliat. They've got good players. They've got Nakamba, who plays for Aston Villa. And they've got talented players like Musona. They've got a few decent players, and we've got to be careful because they do have some attacking threat. In the opening game of AFCON, Zimbabwe gave Egypt a really good game in Cairo. So we've got to be careful. I think Nakamba will get a lot of the ball. I think Kadewere up front for Zimbabwe will be a threat, and hopefully Ben Lamry as a teammate can deal with him. They've got some decent players. They've got some good pace in their team, and they've got a lot of experienced players. A lot of them play in either the South African leagues and places like that, but like Nakamba playing for Aston Villa, getting a few substitute appearances this season. So they've got a little bit of quality in their squad, a little bit more quality than perhaps Botswana and Zambia have. So we've got to be careful with the Zimbabwean threat. But I do think Algeria will win the game. I'm going to say we're going to win the game, maybe 3-1, 4-1. Like I say, the unbeaten run should continue. Maybe a tougher test when we have to go to Zimbabwe, but the big loss for Algeria is the no supporters in the stadium. We know how crucial the stadiums are when they sing Gassamen, the national anthem, when they do their fireworks and their flares. It really is a great atmosphere, one of the best atmospheres in world football, when all the red flares goes off and all the flags go up and everyone's singing. It's a shame, it's a real shame. But hopefully it won't make too much of a difference. A few years ago, when Ben Ahmadi wasn't manager and Majer was manager, Algeria used to play on 5 July with the stadium empty because no one wanted to turn up. So it's going to look a little bit like that, I'm afraid. But we're going to be playing in the evening, 8 o'clock Algerian kickoff, 7 o'clock UK kickoff, and other various times. The game will be broadcast on beIN Sports at 7. It'll also be on Algerian TV, on state television, ENTV, so plenty of ways to follow the game and watch the game. And of course, we'll have the review and the player ratings and all that stuff after the game. But I'm confident of a win. I'm going to go for 3-1. I want to know your score predictions in the comments down below. No Gudioro, well, it looks like because he's suspended, best to keep on the safe side. Got to follow the COVID regulations or we get a 2-0 loss. Atal has COVID, so he can't play. There's a lot going on behind the scenes with Yusuf Atal. I don't know what's going on. Since he made those comments about Khabib and then the politicians got involved, something's not right, and Patrick Vieira started dropping him. A little bit controversial, so hopefully nothing going on there because Atal is such a talented player. But we should win this game and make it 3 wins out of 3. The home form is key. On the way to the next AFCON in 2022. It's a shame really because AFCON was meant to be a couple of months away, but unfortunately because of COVID it's been delayed. So hopefully we can get the 3 points, back to competitive action, extend that unbeaten run. That's my predicted lineup, that's the group table. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Algeria take on Zimbabwe. Good luck to both sides. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.